Greetings, you magnificent coaches. I am ready to begin, and it still says that I am ready to begin. So the divine in me recognizes and acknowledges the divine in you. And I am your window to the world, Iccha, and I am here on behalf of academics creating exceptional students, or excuse me, academics create exceptional students, ACEs. This is our summer program. This is the inaugural year of our summer program. We are opening up to working with our young people between the ages of 12 and 18 years of age. And we want them to have a jump on the school year and to be able to have fun too. So we have conceived of an online program for them. The online program will consist basically of us sharing our mobile curriculum with them in a way that will fit for teens, you know, because we utilize the mobile curriculum all the time when we're out and when we're speaking. It's our philanthropic offering to humanity to be able to share our flagship processes that really help people to get present to their life and living. Marlene, thank you. Very cool. So I just want to give that little bit of an intro. And I want to first, before I go even further into talking about the logistics of the program, I want to thank you guys. First of all, thank you for being the Master Force Certified Life Coaches. That's awesome. You know, people say sometimes, who needs a life coach? Life coach, what's your life like? Well, one of the things that we know is that as we learn and shift and grow and expand into what is now newly available to us, and what has been available, but newly available in as much as energy that's moving forward, to be able to be present to each other in community and mirroring each other's greatness and being an example of what it means to live a full and vibrant life. Even if you don't have a client, your life is your art. Your life is your gift. Your life just in and of itself is magnificent. So one of the most profound sharings that I have for you today, again, is gratitude. You know, gratitude creates more abundance, right? So we own that abundance, and gratitude creates more of it. So I want to share my deep gratitude with you guys for being Master Force coaches and for even considering the possibility of mentoring inside of the program. Basically, I wanted to give, I have my little notes. I was like, well, what will I talk about? Why don't I look at my notes and share with you what I have here to share with you. I would also like to thank Marlene for being on the call this morning live. And I would also like to thank Shemsu-t for being on the call this morning live. That makes a big difference to be able to have you guys in the background on support. Okay, so first and foremost, I started off by saying a little bit about it, but what is ACEs? So ACEs is an acronym. That's the way that we're presenting the program. A, capital A, capital C, capital E, capital S, ACEs. And what it stands for is Academics Creates Exceptional Students. So we have a vision that our students, when they get done with the program, they'll have an opportunity to feel so supported, so nurtured, so self-actualized. When they get ready to go back to the classroom, bright light in that classroom, and be able to really, really be ready. Yeah, be ready. Be ready for the school year, and be ready for achievement, and be ready for being exceptional in every way, because we already know that the format of the work that we do, it addresses the nurturing of the soul inside out. So we're getting them really shored up on the inside so that they'll be prepared for the school year. So on the logistics side, it is a 6-week online program. And so what would occur is that on Mondays and on Fridays, there would be a 2-hour call that the program administrators will have with the actual students.
I don't think it would be 2 hours, Iccha.
That's true.
Yeah.
So the call would start at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And the program administrators have the students that we'll have broken down into different age groups. So they'll be able to do age appropriate things inside of all of the different concepts that we have. So there are 4 of us that are going to be doing that work. I'm so excited. My partners, I want to acknowledge them. They're not on a call with us, but they're always with me because they are my circle of wealth. Right on. And so the 4 of us, it will be myself. It will also be Alanda. It will be Nini, and it will be Aaron. So the way that we'll work with the different core groups is that I will work with the 12 to 13-year-olds. And then
and that's group A.
Yes, that's group A.
Mm-hmm.
And then group B will be here, let's see. Group B will be, is it? Oh, it's Nini. Nini is group B. Yep, I don't know because I don't have that listed right here. But I will share that more clearly. But Nini will be working with, let me see. I will have to see.
Yeah, Nini,
so I can.
Yeah, Nini is group B. Aaron is group C, and Alanda is group D.
Okay, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so going in order, 12 to 13-year-olds, 14 and 15-year-olds, 16 and 17-year-olds, and then group D is the 18-year-olds by themselves. Mm-hmm. And so we'll be going through the mobile curriculum. MFC, mobile portable curriculum. We call it both, the mobile curriculum, the portable curriculum. It consists of the 3 main processes that we utilize and that we share freely with everyone. That's going to be the Breathe to Center. It's going to be the Life Quadrants, and it's going to be MARV. And so inside of the different 6-week modules that we'll have, the different sessions that we'll have, we'll address either it directly or some form of it inside of the lesson, because there are actually 6 lessons, and I'll get into that a little bit more. So the important dates that you want to know for the information side are this. The orientation is going to be an online orientation for the 3 that are going to be, it's going to be an online and a live orientation. So the date that you need is Thursday, July the 6th, 2017. That's going to be conducted on Zoom. So Zoom is a new platform that we're going to be utilizing to roll out with our video conferencing. We'll utilize it wherever it works best, whether it be we utilize a Hangout for this or Zoom for that. So Zoom is something that you want to get on your devices, and we can, you can just go. I just downloaded mine yesterday and got it onto my iPhone.
And let me give some technicality behind that, Iccha. The thing with Google Hangout is that you can only get 10 people live to talk to you, and everybody else would have to view you. When we're dealing with the students, we have to be able to have every single one of them heard. That's why we're doing Zoom. You can get up to 40 people, even 100, if we have to buy time. You see that? Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for adding that point of clarity. And so, so the Zoom is the technology that we'll be utilizing moving forward for that, because we could have up to 100 there for each. Okay. So on that orientation, what will take place during that time frame is that they will receive their buddy. So you already know that when we work inside of any of our program structures, one of the ways that we create connection and, you know, reciprocity and relatedness is inside of creating context for people to have relationships, AKA a buddy. That's my, you know, all of that with a buddy. Mushim, so you got your hand up?
I was clapping.
Oh, okay.
We love buddies.
Yes, we do. We love our buddies. They give us an opportunity to grow, and they give us an opportunity to see things from another angle. And yes, so they will have their buddy match created. They will have their journals delivered, and their t-shirts will be given to them. We're also looking at, I don't see it on here, but I didn't write it down, that's when they'll receive their backpacks as well. So I need to update that. Okay. Yeah, because they'll receive their backpacks. They'll have Master Force backpacks as well. So course dates are from...
Well, they do get their journals. So,
right.
So are we giving them journals and backpacks in the same week?
Oh,
So that's note, making a note.
Okay. Very cool. We'll check that.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So the course dates are going to be Monday, July the 10th to Friday, August the 19th. The other date that you want to be mindful of as well is a completion call that will be with all the students and with all of you mentors, which will take place on Thursday, August the 24th. Okay. So those are the actual dates. So again, orientation, July 6th. That is a Thursday. Course dates, Monday, July 10th through Friday, August 19th. Completion call, Thursday, August 24th. So those are the dates that you need to know. Marlene, you had your hand up. It looked like you had a question.
Oh. Wait.
Can you hear me?
Yep, there you go.
Okay. Okay. Course July 10th through August 19th. Completion call August 24th. Will we get any kind of reminders beforehand, or just we need to just make sure we know them days?
Well, those are the things that you would want to really actually have on your calendar. When we do have
No, we will not remind you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and so the other thing is, so yeah, when I don't mean like reminder, but you know, like put up, you know, I know we don't get no rescuing, but I'm just saying, like, you know, in our thing, you know, you'll post call coming up or something like that, or no, because we already have this information. It's up to us to keep track of it. You know what I'm saying? Like when
you won't be reminded of it, so keep it in your
kind of way, period. Okay, and the other thing is what kind of, it's only an hour, I mean, or 1.5 to 2 hours on these days from July 10th through August 19th, or we only dealing with our students on
Well, there'll be a flow inside of that. Students are going to be present to approximately 2 to 4 hours of work throughout the week, and we'll be inside of a flow as to what those calls look like. Okay. But they'll begin promptly at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Shemsu-t.
Yeah, I was going to say part of it is to grant it like an independent study.
Okay.
We want so much hand holding.
Okay.
On that Monday call, you're releasing the work to them. So you're not teaching them anything. You're saying, okay, you've got your work. This week we're talking about how the brain works. You know, make sure you communicate with your buddy. If you have any challenges, you're going to have your, talk to your mentor. This is what Iccha and the other program managers will facilitate. That call will probably be 15 to 20 minutes.
Got you. So it's just.
Now wait. Now that's the program manager.
Okay.
The mentors themselves. We're creating a website. So depending on your age, what's your Destiny card age, Marlene?
Oh, I have to look at my folder. I don't know.
But what's your card?
That's so funny.
Do you know your card?
I think it's a heart something.
No, do you know your card? You almost had me say a foul name.
Girl.
No, I don't remember. I believe it's down, but I'm gonna look and see, and I'm gonna make sure.
Girl, listen, this is the technology that we use every day.
Yes, ma'am. I know. I just gotta find it. Okay. I'm gonna have it before we go away.
Okay, but well, if you are Heart, that means you will be Iccha's group, because Iccha is dealing with the younger group. So we actually based the program managers inside of their age group based on their Destiny card age.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So inside of that website, the mentors will get to interact with their group. So you might start a chat. How is everybody doing with da 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 da? You see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you will just be mindful. You will introduce yourself to your group.
Uh-huh.
You know, you'll be working with them and let them know how to reach you and all that, and then you just hang out in the group and just kind of check and see what's going on.
Okay. With my people, or everybody people?
With your people only.
Okay, gotcha.
Everybody you'll know who your people are.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Marlene, when is your birthday, please?
10/26/51.
Shemsu, you just got a message from me.
Okay, babe.
Okay, very cool. Thank you guys for adding some clarity to that. Are we straight on that right now?
Me? Yeah.
You're straight, Marlene?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shemsu, I'm gonna go to the next.
Okay, I'm trying to get. Did Michael send you? I didn't get a message about Michael's email address. Did he send you one?
I just sent it to you.
Send it to.
I sent it to Master Force on Facebook. Is it easier to? What you want me to do?
I don't see it.
Oh, okay, that's so funny.
I mean, I don't see any notification at all. I just saw Ushaya sent me one, so she's coming in.
Okay, so you straight to BM. Let me send this to you again. That's so funny.
It didn't even come up. Because I'm actually looking on Facebook to see, if anybody's talking to us.
Okay. Let's see here.
Okay, there you go. Okay. All right.
Got coconut milk in my coffee this morning.
Ooh.
All right, so Ushaya is gonna jump in. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
I thought I sent that to him. I sent that. Okay. Let them. I
am. I knew I was right. I'm a 9 of hearts.
So you will be definitely sent into. So do those go to their email?
Yes.
Check your email.
Me?
No, look.
Oh.
So one of the things, and we're going to really begin to get crucial about project management and time management, because if you have a 10 o'clock session, you do not start looking for getting on at 10 o'clock. When do you start looking for getting on?
At 9 o'clock.
At 9:30 the latest, to make sure that your technology works.
Yeah.
Yes. And see, you probably have your Google, what other, she said there's an error. What other email do you have attached to Google? See, people get all these emails and don't attach all of the working systems to them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's why you have to be consistent. And if you're going to open a new email, you have to make sure you open a new Google and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it doesn't,
That's
it
true.
just doesn't assume. It goes back to your old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead, Iccha.
Okay, very cool. All righty, so let's see. Go back to my call agenda. All righty. So so on that date, so we went through the dates already. The way that the program is structured is that we're going to have program director, and then we'll have the program managers, and then the program administrator. So Shemsu-t is going to be the program director. She'll be in the role of the program director, and she'll be overseeing things, and she'll be helping. Did you shake your head? No? Oh, anyway, I'm trying to look at Shemsu-t and talk. So,
Hey.
hey, you Shaz. There we go. All righty. So, so yes, Shemsu-t is going to be in the role of the program director. She'll be overseeing the whole of the program, working with us, the program managers, and she'll also have a program assistant and an admin. So the program managers are what we spoke about before. We'll be the ones that will be facilitating the actual work out to the students. So the program managers are going to be myself, Iccha. It's going to be Alanda, it's going to be Nini, and it's going to be Aaron. And just like Shemsu-t said, we'll be working with the groups of children based on our actual destiny connections age-wise. So that's how we divided up who will work with which groups of our young people. So the role that we'll have is facilitating the work going out to the students and being present to them after they've had their presence with their buddy as well as with their mentor. So we have it built in structure so that they'll have an opportunity to build relationships and to stand and be interdependent inside of a community that they're getting present to. So they're learning how to presence themselves, you know, in community and presence themselves inside of doing work that they're called to do. So as we, you know, present each of the sessions to them, they'll have their buddy first to connect with, and then they'll also have their mentors that will be present to them as well. So building those two relationships will have them present, and then when we come and, you know, give them the next session of the information that'll be given, they'll already be, you know, set and grounded inside of it, and we'll be, you know, present to them in that energy. So let's see. Ushayas, I'm glad that you were able to join us on the call. You are going to be in the role of the program administrator. So the program administrator is going to be the person who sends out the perks to our students. So let's talk a little bit about the perks. All righty. Oh, well, let's talk about the mentor's role first. I think that would be more yep, that'll do well with our time. So the role of the mentor, again, Shemsu-t explained a little bit of this to Marlene just a minute ago. But basically, the role of the mentor is to be present so that the students have an opportunity to build a relationship with an adult, with a responsible adult, build a relationship and have a connection inside of the work that we're doing. So while the program, while the mentor will be present to them, it is important for the student to reach out. The mentor will be there and readily available, observing what's going on inside of the chat. And the mentors will also have a whole separate website that will house the information as well as the resources that are needed to work with the students. So that's going to be really very exciting because these are all new things that we're implementing inside of the work that we're doing with ACEs. And one of the ways that I've been sitting inside of the fostering of this vision of ACEs is I write it down. I don't just write ACEs. I write capital A, capital C, capital E, capital S. And I write it out. Academics creates exceptional students, because we're really opening that up for our young people to be inside of this conversation of their schooling and their life. Because for them, pretty much at that age, that is their life. So we want to be present to them and having them be prepared for what is in this moment their life, and having them to see into what else that they can be present to creating. Yes, I see you unmuted yourself. Talk to me.
Hey, baby. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. How are you?
Peace and love, everybody. Two questions.
Yes.
Tap the house, the website for the mentees to have. Definitely have in mind towards websites. It can be consistent. Or how's that looking?
Okay, so your question broke up just a little bit. So tell me again.
Okay, in regards to your statement, you said house the mentors are responsible for having a website where all the relevant information pertaining to the class is in one space. We, as the mentors, will we be responsible for, like, does Master Force already have a mentors can direct?
So there's a website. What like, I'm hearing you. I'm sorry.
There's a information. Let me type it.
Okay. From what I heard you say so far, yeah, it is breaking up a little bit, but from what I heard you say so far, I can address what I think I heard you saying about the mentor website. So there's a website that will be created.
So wait, so Iccha, we're not creating a mentor website. Is that what you're saying? For the mentors, you mean for the whole, we're creating
program.
For the program, right?
Okay.
Is that what right? For the program. The mentors will have access to the curriculum itself. Is that what you're meaning?
Yes, and I was saying it different because I think I may have understood it a little different. Yeah, so I'm glad that we're getting that clarity, because I know that there's going to be a website for the program. Right. So, and the mentors will have access to the actual curriculum.
Right, and so inside of the curriculum are the resources that the mentors can access, prior to. Matter of fact, we're suggesting that they do that prior to. And yeah, they shouldn't need anything more than what we provide. And then we will have regular mentor chats to make sure,
yes.
But we won't be developing two websites. We'll just be developing not to develop a curriculum in one website, okay?
Right. Very good. Thank you for putting all the clarity into that. So they will have access to the curriculum. And so also, let me speak a little bit about that. One of the things that we really want to make sure too is this, that the mentors access the program actually beforehand, and that they work through, that they work through the actual videos that are in the program, that they go through and do the lessons, that they also submit debriefs. That's what we're requesting of them, in a way to be present to the curriculum, because in order that will have them better suited to be present to the students as they're moving through the curriculum as well. So they're also at liberty to, like, create their own, binder and folder and really get into it. Because ultimately, one of the downloads that I got, Shemsu-t, you already know it's coming. One of the downloads that I got is we get to be the mentors, the teenagers, the beings that we wanted around when we were teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Now, we may have had really awesome people around us. Let's go ahead and just add that in. Yes, we've had awesome people around us. And there was, you know, you would love if you had an Iccha Debbie around when you was 12 years old. Who wouldn't like that? Come on, right?
Okay.
And so to have a Nene around when you were 13, to have an Alanda around when you're 18, to have an Aaron around when you're 17 and 16, you know, and then to have a you around, you know, when whatever group that you fit in. So what is it that you could be, you know, to the teenager that you were, to the teenagers that you see in front of you? We're all reflections of each other. So that's one reason why I really got so excited about this, because I natally come into this vibration as a 15-year-old. What did that 15-year-old girl need? You know, hey, this ain't about going backwards. We're marching forward. However, Sankofa, it is not what? To go back and fetch it. Go on back and get it, and let's move it forward in that way. Right? It's not taboo to go back and get that which is lost and to move it forward in that way. We go back and get it while we're flying forward. So that's the energy that we're sitting inside of with the work that we're doing, being present to our teens, you know? And I went through, I'm gonna take just a teeny departure from the whatchamacall. I went through
schedule.
And I looked at all of the people that were available inside of our group. And I was just like, I can see Inadina, I can see Kelly, I can see April, I can see Leslie, I could see Eushaeus, I could see Marlene, I see Valerie, I see Austin, I see Rolana, I see Renee and Michael and Greg and Dorian, I see Angela and Sanji, I see Timothy and D'Angelo, Julian, Nikki, Angel, I see Anthony, Cassandra, Shalonda, Taiji, I see Tanya and Teresa and Xavier and Oran. I see you guys, man. I see y'all. I see you, D'Angelo. I see us in here, you know, looking and looking and looking, and we can look and we can participate too. So I just called everybody out, because to have the ease of nurturing and supporting 100 students, it'll take all of us together to do that, and we can easily do it. We absolutely can. It's well within reach for us to do. So I wanted to put that out there. Okay. So, so the mentor's role is going to be for them to download the Zoom, which is the program that we talked about, that you'll be able to utilize, that we're going to utilize inside of the work that we're doing. Zoom is an online platform for video conferencing. Okay. And so then they're also going to,
in our next call with the mentors, when we actually solidify the list, will be from this point forward with Zoom.
Very good. So we'll be from this point forward with Zoom. So it's imperative that you go ahead and download that. And in the interest of project management, ensure that you're ready 1 hour beforehand to be present to the call, because Zoom is a new technology for us. So a half hour is most likely not going to be enough time. So be prepared an hour in advance to be ready and present to that call. The next item is that the mentors will prep their own lesson overview. So again, making sure that they've gone through all of the curriculum, they've watched the videos that go with each session, and that they've also submitted a debrief. And they will prepare their own lesson overview. They will go through the quizzes as well. So that's very important. Shemsu-t, you laughing?
Well, that's because Sean's sneaking up behind me. But he left her water behind my laptop. But the thought that I just had was the reason that we'll know that you're ready to do this work is inside of the debriefs that you submit. The debriefs come directly to me, the program director. So for those of you going through the lessons and sending the debriefs, it gives me an opportunity to interact with you inside of the professional development that we'll be doing to make this a great experience for all of us. So if you do not submit a debrief, yeah, you probably won't be on this team.
Absolutely. And this is important too, because what this is looking like is leading into our next portion of the work, which is exceptional customer service, extraordinary customer service. It is our will that our young beings, our young master geniuses, have an extraordinary customer experience with us, including that with their parents and their guardians as well. We really have a desire to present and have them be present to excellence inside of their customer experience. And so that's going to take us being prepared. It's going to take us being accountable and humble. And it's going to take our focus and intention. And all of these things are well within our reach. We already embody that. We'll be taking it to the next level. And what that also will look like as we create this ACEs, as we move through and we're creating this together, that what's the even a way to say it? I guess I can't even say it another way. That's, you know, that they will have an extraordinary customer experience. There's nothing else really to say about that. Well,
Iccha, you know, an extraordinary customer experience for a teenager is to feel gotten, to feel heard, to be experienced as a significant human being, to be experienced as somebody that's worthy of our time, our energy, and attention. Young people aren't experiencing that in the world now. They're feeling like throwaways, like nobody has time for them. Go do what I told you to do and leave me alone is what they experience. We want them to experience something other than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that you shared that. Yes, having been gotten, having been heard, that's very powerful, to take the time to listen to our young people and hear them, really hear them. Yeah, that's going to make a huge difference for them. I'm getting even more excited about this, just thinking about that. That's so cool. The mentors will also be inside of the website monitoring. So anything that we might need to know about the website, if you see something, then, you know, let us know. And we could communicate that to the webmaster. And that's so funny to me. So you know I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Shemsu-t handling things. Yes, ma'am. And so for concerns that come up in the program with the students, with yourself, any of those things, they need to be communicated. They must be communicated immediately so that we can be present to everything that needs to be addressed. And so we could be present to one another inside the space of resolution and community. Okay, is that clear? Yes. Yes. And so let's see here. So there will be paid volunteer, the mentors are paid volunteers, okay? And so you'll receive $100 per week for the 6 weeks that we're inside of the program, okay? And so there are also going to be perks that are given each week to the students. And so there'll be online deliverables that'll be given to the students, and the mentors will also receive those same perks. And the bonuses are given for 100% completion. So one of the things that Shemsu-t shared was being inside of the energy of the debriefs, being inside of being present to the students, and being present to the process as a whole. It's important that we are clear for our young people. They make such a big difference for us, and we're here for them. And so that's what this work is that we're doing. And so 100% participation is what is expected.
Yeah, and so the bonus becomes an opportunity for us to develop our expertise in interacting, right? And we don't want to emphasize perks as so much as rewards. They're a gift. So we don't even have to mention to the students about the perks, right? Can you hear that, Iccha?
Yes, absolutely.
Like they really just at the, on Saturday when you share sends them out, this Amazon gift card, they gonna just be like, wow, because they would not have heard about it. But they will receive that because of their participation in the work, right? Well, that's the same thing with the mentors. At the end of the program, so you're getting paid every week, but at the end of the program, if you started out with 10 mentees and you end up with 10 mentees, you get a bonus, right?
Absolutely.
So that's going to have you be present to making sure that everybody, and you won't let somebody drop off and be like, oh, well, they're not into it. Okay, and we'll share more about that as we move through it. There's my brother King.
There he is.
Hey. Michael, I'm over here just like, where you at, man?
Right?
Hey, Mikey, he looks so serious.
No, that's a picture. That's a picture.
Oh.
I've been looking at that picture for years.
That's so funny. Absolutely. Very cool. Yes, yes, yes. I love that Shemsu-t. I love that. Thank you for sharing that part. That's really great. Okay, so I want to share a little bit more about the vision that we have for ACEs. Academics creates exceptional students is an enhancement of their lives so that they can be heard, so that they can be validated, so that they can know that we see them. They are in our vision. The things that we create, what we're present to in this world, we are present to surrounding them with love and with community and with nurturance and with preparedness so that they can be their exceptional selves and be what they came to this sweet face of Mother Earth to create, right? The family dynamics will improve immensely. We already know that one of the reasons why the Master Force coaching curriculum was created was because we know that these young people that were being prepared by learning meditation and different other skills at the very inception of Master Force, they were going home to families where the same behaviors that would foster imbalance were still there. And so inside of that, Shemsu-t thought, okay, well, she didn't think, it came to her to create coaches so that there would be adults that would be able to support healthy, homes, right? And so when we look at this now, we're taking this to another level because we're equipping the young people not only with just the meditation, in which in and of itself, that's a lot. We're giving them the other parts of the mobile curriculum also so that they can start to get into the energy of creating what their world is. The Marv technique alone is going to have them inside of their power of manifesting a world that is beautiful and that includes them. You see that? They can see themselves in their own world. They can create that from the inside. And so by gifting them with the tools on the inside, they'll be able to create that. And so that's going to enhance and improve their family dynamics immensely. And some of the young people will be of an age where they'll be going on to create businesses, or they'll be going on to create their next adventure in life, like going to college or something like that. And inside of that, having that inside of them, come on, you already know. It's going to, really enhance their family dynamics. And as they move out into the world, it'll be an enhancement as well. They also will have the option of keeping the mentoring relationship even beyond the program. So this is creating a connection for a lifetime. for them. They'll be inside of your circle of wealth and you inside of theirs if they choose to continue in that work.
And Iccha, can you hear me? I was going to say the other thing that we have discussed is creating a Saturday program after school.
Yep.
So we'll talk more about that and see you all's interest in that, so that on Saturday mornings there's an opportunity to continue to move them through, because I think it was Kiana, somebody, well, when are we going to teach them about the destiny cards and the oracles? And said, not in this program.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
But we are clear that there is more that they need to know. So if we get the actual reading that say that we would do this Saturday program, you know, you guys get first dibs on being the mentors for that. And you probably move into program managers on that instead of just mentors. So, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds so awesome. Okay. And they will have the option to be peer-to-peer MFC coaches. Shemsu-t, now this one, I actually, can you help me explain this one?
Well, for one thing, for those in the upper grades, like the 16 to 18, we can certify them as life coaches.
Okay.
Yeah, but for their peers, for the people inside of their age group or and really create a separate group where they're mentored as coaches. You see?
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be for the, 16, 7 for the Aaron and the Alanda group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very exciting. Yes, that's so exciting. Thank you for that portion. Also, this is very exciting, and I was alluding to this a little bit before, and it said graduates will receive scholarship based on financial need. So one of the things that we looked at is that the 18-year-olds or 17-year-olds that will be graduating, they will have the option, if they're choosing to go to college, to have their college completely paid for. And Shemsu-t, we didn't say this, but I would like to propose that if they're looking at creating businesses, that they would be able to receive maybe some funding capital upon submitting their business plan.
Yeah, well, that would be inside of them being willing to be mentored. Again, we can create a program to support their success, so they can receive the funding, but they would also have to receive the mentoring, the guidance, support. You know what I'm saying? Because some people get funding and first thing they think about is buying gym shoes. And I'm not being funny, but that has happened. Because some people think that they have to look the part.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not opposed to that, Iccha. We'll make sure we put that in our vision.
Very cool. And so looking back over my notes, that's all that I have logistically speaking, and inside of what I wanted to cover inside of this call. Let's see. If there are any questions, I'm ready for questions. Hey, Michael.
Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. I didn't want to just hop on mic.
What's up, Mike? What's up?
Brother Mike in the house.
Yeah, we've been missing you.
Yeah. I've been missing me too, if y'all get that kind of
Hey, we can hear all that. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I'm going through this training for this gig, so it's kind of like a no to just hop on mic, and it kind of translated to doing this. So I'm like, can I get on mic?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
But for real, man, don't get me started. But so the Zoom app and the Zoom platform. When I was working at Xbox, that was one of the technologies that we used. for coaches meetings. So whenever we were getting coached, or whenever we had a team meeting, Zoom was the app that we used. So if you guys need me to kind of put together like a little one sheet or something for that, like you know, how to use it, where to download it, and so forth, that wouldn't take very long. I can put that together for you guys.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
That would be awesome. Matter of fact, we're the meeting with the program managers on Wednesday. Everybody is supposed to have Zoom downloaded. So if you could, do that, within the next few days, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll get it done over the weekend. I just found out on the slide that there's a surprise dinner that they're having for all the dads or whatever, for the Father's Day or whatever. So it'll probably be late tonight or late tomorrow night.
Yeah, Monday is good. Monday, Tuesday, long as it's before Wednesday
morning. Yeah, you'll definitely have it before Wednesday. I mean, it's not gonna be.
Michael, did you say a one sheet or a video?
A one sheet.
No, a one sheet. Just something. This is what Zoom is. This is where you download it. This is what it's for. No excuses not to be prepared to use it.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yep. And I was still looking at that backpack. But this guy named Asthma decided to visit me yesterday, so I didn't really get to finalize my research on that. That's why I was late getting here. I was in the ER all morning. But I'm gonna finish looking that up too.
Okay.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's see. Let me see. I am. I see that Shay has dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
Was she trying to get back on, or does she need any assistance, or she's?
Let me check.
Okay. And I am getting my my Louise Hay, because I want to be present to you. Just wondering about that asthma. What did you get from it, Michael? Can you hear me okay?
I had the mic muted.
It's okay.
It's and I forgot to even look it up, because it's like as soon as it started happening, I was like grabbed and ushered off to the ER. But I'm trying to remember what it was before, and I don't have it.
What you saying? What asthma is?
Yeah.
Louise Hay. Got my Louise Hay right here. Louise Hay right here. Hold on.
I'm looking at it.
And I'm wondering why it popped up that quickly for me, because I was feeling.
No, what does it say, Iccha? What was it?
It says smothered love, inability to breathe for oneself, feeling stifled, and suppressed crying.
Feeling stifled, maybe.
Suppressed crying.
No, I know it's not that. My wife will tell you I have no problem crying in front of folks, so I can't see the suppressed crying now.
But feeling stifled. What does that look like? And wait, let's not do this on this call.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael, Iccha and I request time with you after we're done. Can we do that?
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Very cool.
And then I want you. Shaz had two things she wanted to put in, and she said she's still here. The first thing is that when we have our weekly meetings with the mentors, okay, I'm gonna have to mute you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, I got you. When we have our weekly meetings, why do I still hear echo? That we include significant happenings for what the students are dealing with, like the highs and the lows. And my request is that if there is something that happens that's really challenging for someone, we know immediately. You don't wait for the weekly mentors meeting. You actually hit my person up right away. Say, for instance, if a student tells you something and you're not sure how to deal with it, you contact my person right away. You don't go through your program manager. You contact me right away. But if it's just something normal, something teenagerish, and then for the highs, so we want to consistently be present to the work that we're doing and the work that we need to do. And then the other thing she was asking about is about the work. You guys, as soon as we are solid on who the mentors are, so we need to have at least 10 to 20 mentors, right? So you see how many people are on this call. So, we're going to send you the link to the entire lesson, which is located in our Google Docs. So you will have that link, and then you can begin to do the work. And then we're going to let you guys start working with your program managers. That's why, again, we say we want you to know by your age what group. We already know that Marlene is going to be mentoring Iccha's group. Michael, what's your, we can do that right away. Michael, what's your actual birthday? Or do you know your card right off?
8 of diamonds.
Oh, cool. So
birthday 5/11/72.
Yeah. So who will he be working with if he's a 5 diamond? Ace of diamond.
No, 8.
Oh, 8 diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 34. Who's the 34? Is that Nene's group or is that
8 of diamonds?
Oh wait, you. I'm sorry, Iccha, you muted. I'm gonna unmute you. I thought I was unmuting you.
No, she's still muted.
You muted yourself, Iccha? Okay, it won't let me unmute you. Can you try to unmute yourself?
She might have muted it. Yeah, she might have muted herself.
Hello?
There she go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All righty. So let's go ahead and get it down because I know that I'm hearts and I know Landy is spades. So
no, we were going by the age group though. So he's 34. Who's working with that age group? Is that Aaron? The 16 to 17-year-olds?
Girl, let me look because I have to.
No, I know it's Aaron. I know Aaron's working with the 16 to 17. I'm saying is that. So I think for now, Michael, Aaron is that age group.
I'm not surprised that I wind up working with her. Not surprised at all. And how did you come up with 34 from the eight of diamonds?
So your soul age. So do you have the Destiny card books yet?
No, I don't have the books yet. Remember, I gave them back to you. I had them.
No, well, you probably need to get a copy so that you can be able to do that work. Because especially as we come in with the children, everyone will know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm actually. I was telling Iccha yesterday. I'm probably gonna get that Friday. Order them Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The what we're also going to do is we'll be working with the what do you call it? We'll be working with our relationship with each of our young people. So that'll be something that we'll be talking through, and you'll be able to, when we share it with you, create what that relationship is between you and the students that are part of your mentor group.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so Ushayas is a 5 of diamond, and I think Ushayas will work with the I think the 14th, the 15th.
Okay.
And again,
so that'll be Nene.
And then we'll do this math with the program managers on Wednesday.
Okay.
So to look a little, because you guys then need to start working with your mentors. You know, we already know that we probably have 1 or 2 young people registered already. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the other thing
Yes.
is that mentors, we want you to start being active with the marketing, because these 100 people are going to come from us. We don't have 100 people, young people. So this is going to be our marketing effort, our energy, our intention that will get to these 100 people. So, you know, whatever that looks like, you know, maybe we have to create videos each or something inside of that conversation.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was looking at just doing a little math even inside of that. If we're present to 25 mentors, if everybody had 4 students that they would be responsible for, then we would be at our 100, and we would even be over that amount, because if you look at, you know, the program director, et cetera, you know, if everybody would be responsible for 4 students, then, you know, we would easily meet our goal.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Everybody be responsible for bringing in 4 students. I love that.
Mm-hmm. And to allow for, you know, even, you know, just to allow for abundance, I would just say 5 is a nice round number. Everybody be responsible for 5 students, maybe.
Paying students.
Yep. You said what, babe?
5 paying students.
5 paying students. Yes, ma'am.
Right, and the reason I say that, Michael,
specific, right?
Right, no, yeah, because, you know, we're actually saying that, you know, if you're a mentor, if you're a program manager, if you're a PA, your student gets to take this course at no cost. So we're waiving the cost of the course because of your, you know, being a paid volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's a huge benefit.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. So then we want to make sure that we're clear that we're responsible for generating another 100 students.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm thinking about different avenues to promote it. And obviously social media, so-called social media, is going to be a big driver, especially for kids, because you have to go where your audience is.
Well, do you see we have some wonderful memes? Did you see all the memes that we have?
No, I haven't even really been on Facebook or anything lately since I've been doing this training or whatever. So
okay, so we have some wonderful memes here that Aaron created inside of the Life Quadrant conversation. So they deal with the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual. So it's very
so cool. Awesome. So very nice.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, so we've started promoting them on Instagram and Facebook already.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I was about to say, you know, kids, they're all on Instagram and Snapchat and all of that stuff.
And so we
on Instagram.
Yeah, we may have to hire a kids promotion team. I don't know. So
that sounds really cool. You know what? That's so
funny. A big thing right there. A big thing right there.
Very cool.
You don't have to teach them the technology. They already know it.
They'll teach it to us.
They are
right?
Exactly. They're gonna be like, no, that's not how you do it, man. You have to do it like this. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be that kind of a conversation. But
very cool.
If there's a blog or something like that you guys are using for that, I mean, have one of them, you know, help with the blog. I'm quite sure they can help with any type of video stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah, I know this kid down here that taught himself. What is it on the Mac? Not GarageBand. That's the music stuff. iMovie, maybe.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So steady putting out clips and whatnot, you know, through iMovie. I'm like, professional grade stuff. I'm like, you taught yourself that? I'm like, yeah. You don't know how to do it.
They sound like a really cool candidate for being part of ACES.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I gotta find them because they moved recently. So,
Okay.
but
Very cool.
I'm quite sure the kids know how to get a hold of them.
Absolutely. So we are requesting that those are the coaches that are on the different social platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, and so forth. Make sure to share it in those different platforms. And I wanted to just check in with everybody just to solidify this call so we can wrap this portion up if we're done with it. Are there any more questions? I see that Dr. Fain is no longer on the call. Does she?
Well, she didn't send a question, but I want to make a correction that which we call him is an ace of diamond. So you shares is an ace of diamond. I keep saying.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Ace of diamond. And so we want to make sure we get her with the right program manager. And then also, she asked how much is the course?
Okay. So the course is this is good for me to remember. The course is $600.
Yeah, it is. It's $20 a day.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, the course is $600.
Mm-hmm. So $20 a day,
$20 a day.
$100 a week. And for 6 weeks, $600. And we want you to hear the math that went into that. And inside of that, we're like, I'm not taking a pay on this, right? I'm not taking a pay on this. Because again, we're looking to expand this, and at some point, program director will be replaced. So I will replace myself as we go through this process of development. But people, we want to keep it at a number that's easy to get to, but that's also a little out of reach, because this is leadership development too. Master Force International Leadership Academy, we're raising people to another level, but they already has to be looking for this. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're not free. And we do have scholarship opportunity, but we're not announcing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool. So that's all that I have. If there aren't any further questions.
I don't see any on there.
Right.
Okay.
And then you guys definitely feel free to reach out to us. Again, we will be attaching, those of you that are on this call, you'll be attached to the curriculum probably sometime next week, because I'm still working with Kim. We're creating the quizzes, so we want to get that solid. Yeah, so we'll be attaching. I want to be done with it by Monday or Tuesday and start building the website.
Very cool.
Right.
Very cool. So, so very good. That is all for this first call. For our ACES program, for our mentors. I want you all to know that academics creates exceptional students. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that? And the divine in me recognizes and acknowledges the divine in you. And I thank you. Much gratitude for being present to this call and to this work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Iccha. Okay, I'm going to take us off live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And again, we'll be talking to you soon. Peace.